Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are now going to be reacting to ranking every starting small forward from all 30 NBA teams. Video by Hoops Reference right here, guys. Link to his channel in the description below. Remember, guys, if you want me to continue this series and keep it going on to the power forward position next, get this video to 1,000 likes, and I will get that out to you guys as soon as possible. We've done point guards, shooting guards already. I'll probably say the small forward position is the most controversial, especially when you get down to like that top 5, because it's so hard to be like, okay, is LeBron still the best? You know, where's Giannis at? He won the MVP award, obviously. You got Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, like so many great small forwards out there, man. So yeah, let's go ahead and get going on this and see what these rankings are all about.
After having done the point guards and shooting guards in previous videos, we now move on to the players that will be starting at the
still at Drew Holiday top 5. I was just so I was heated about that one. I was heated.
Only the players that will be starting at small forward from all 30 NBA teams from worst to best.
Ingram about to be number 30.
In case you missed the point guard and shooting guard rankings,
top 15.
The links to those will be down in the description below. Before we start, though, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as all support is very much appreciated.
Also, if you're watching my video, guys, why don't you all, he said it the best himself, man. Hit that subscribe button, because all support is just a great thing.
Now, with that being said,
all right,
let's begin.
Let's get to it.
Starting at the bottom and working our way to the top.
Troy Brown Jr., no hate there.
We have Troy Brown Jr.
starting?
Of the Washington Wizards. Brown
he was still in the G League.
First-round pick last year and didn't really get much of a chance to prove himself last season as a rookie. He didn't get many minutes, and even in the minutes he got, he didn't stand out much. He's still young, and this season will be big for him because he's going to have a much bigger role, but ultimately, he's still the worst starter at the position for the time being.
Most unproven, at least.
At number 29, we have DeAndre Hunter of the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter is a rookie this season, and it's always difficult to rank rookies on lists like these, so while I am a huge...
I don't think he's going to do anything like spectacular out there his rookie season, but what I think we're going to see from DeAndre Hunter is somebody who is capable of doing everything. Does that make sense? Maybe it does. I don't know, man.
Huge fan of Hunter and his potential.
I think it does.
I think it's only fair to have the more established guys put ahead of him on this list and leave Hunter near the bottom. At number 28,
damn, disrespecting Miles Bridges.
Hornets. After one season,
he might be most improved candidate.
That stands out in his game, it's his athleticism.
I really think so, guys. I think he could do that
with his breathtaking dunks, but he still has a long way to go with the rest of his game. At number 27, we have Mikal Bridges of the Phoenix Suns.
I thought Oubre
was
going to start at small forward, maybe not.
Season and showed some good signs of becoming a nice 3-and-D player moving forward. As is the case with most rookies, though, he struggled with consistency and efficiency, but as he matures and gains more experience, I think he'll be a nice piece for the Suns. At number 26, we have OG Anunoby of the Toronto Raptors. With Kawhi Leonard gone, Anunoby is going to have to step into a much larger role.
He was good as a rookie. It's like he had that
his
some injury stuff
last
going on.
Season resulted in him being forgotten about by many in the NBA circle, but he's a very promising young player that plays tough defense. At number 25, we have Cedi Osman of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Osman has a nice, diverse offensive skill set that allows him to get buckets in numerous different ways.
I'll probably take Miles Bridges over Cedi right now.
I mean, amongst all of these young players I've discussed so far, he fails to put it together consistently. At number 24, we have Torrey.
Yeah, Torrey Craig at 24? I mean, this dude might actually not even be in the rotation because of Michael Porter and now Jeremy Grant. I mean, I'm taking DeAndre Hunter. I know he's just a rookie. I'm taking Miles Bridges. I'm taking Cedi Osman over Torrey Craig. He's got good defense. That's about the extent of it.
Craig of the Denver Nuggets.
24 is
Craig emerged as a really nice wing option for the Nuggets in the postseason, actually beating out Will Barton for the starting spot, and I expect that to continue into next year. Michael Porter Jr. might also be in the mix for this spot,
they got Will Barton.
but seeing as he hasn't played a competitive game of basketball in over a year and hasn't actually looked good in a game of basketball in a longer amount of time, I think this is Craig's spot to lose because he can actually produce well within the Nuggets system. At number 23, we have Tony Snell of the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah!
Snell has been a very reliable three-point shooter and above-average defensive player.
I used to hate Tony Snell, but I gotta love him now, right?
Getting a chance to breathe new life into his career.
Tony Snell!
The Pistons needed shooting desperately around Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, and Snell can provide just that.
Yeah, they have 1.4 attempts per game.
At number 22, we have Kent Bazemore of the Portland Trailblazers. Bazemore is one of the more underrated players in the league, capable of being a nice secondary playmaker alongside a good lead guard, can knock down shots, and plays solid defense. At number 21, we have Tim Hardaway Jr. of the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks have a few options to put at small forward this year, but all of the lineup projections I looked at had Hardaway in this spot, and I tend to agree,
like Luka,
because he
Tim
was the most
is
productive
whatever.
of the bunch.
He'll be listed as a
per
small
game
forward,
last
but
season.
he's more of a shooting
The
guard.
one thing he desperately needs to do is clean up his shot selection and score the ball more efficiently, because shooting 39
That shit's been wishful thinking since he was a damn Michigan Wolverine. He always did the same thing. He'd have his damn games where he's going out there like busting it up, and then all of a sudden he misses like 10 straight shots. It's
from
just
the field is
his game,
bad.
I guess, at this point.
At number 20, we have Trevor Ariza of the Sacramento Kings. The Kings have put together a nice group of young talent that showed
What, is Harrison Barnes playing the 4 now, or what?
And since they are now seriously looking to make the leap into the postseason, adding Ariza was a very nice signing because he makes the little plays that help teams win while also being a very good role player. At number 19,
Roberson
we
at
have
19 with that broke-ass, bitch-ass jump shots? We don't know the defense is even there anymore. Oh, man. We got Roberson listed as a top 19 small forward in this video. Number
Roberson
19?
of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's been a long time since we've seen Roberson on the court, but when healthy, he was one of the very best defensive players in the entire NBA. He may not give you much offensively, but defensively alone, he's a terrific player. At number 18, we have Andrew Wiggins of the Minnesota.
The man's supposed to be the next LeBron. He's
Wiggins
a damn
had all
one
the
above
potential
Roberson.
in the world coming into the league, yet has been one of the biggest disappointments in a while. He's a one-dimensional isolation scorer that freezes the offense and doesn't contribute to the game in literally any other way. He's a poor
harsh
defender,
words for Wiggins.
poor playmaker, and his effort level is just horrible at times. At number 17, we have Otto Porter Jr. of the Chicago Bulls. Porter had one of his best stretches of his career when he was traded to the Bulls last season, putting up
It was a
more
good change
points
for him
and
for sure.
assists than
Definitely a
ever
good
before,
change.
while also shooting the best three-point percentage he's ever shot. He fits well with the Bulls and should continue to be a nice 3-and-D player there. At number 16, we have
Jay at
Jae
16?
Crowder of the Memphis
He's
Grizzlies.
been good since Boston
The Grizzlies'
Celtics.
situation at this position is still up in the air, with Andre Iguodala and Kyle Anderson also likely competing for the starting spot, but Iggy might not be staying in Memphis for long.
Oh, Iggy's
and
not gonna
I
get
give
that starting
Crowder
spot.
a
He's too
slight
damn
edge
old.
over Anderson as a player. At number 15, we have Justice Winslow of the Miami Heat. Winslow showed a ton of promise last season after starting his career out slow, especially when he was trusted with
Y'all
running
taking
the
Justice or
offense
Andrew
more.
Wiggins, guys? Let me know in the
He excels
comments.
as a point forward that runs the offense, and his confidence there opens up the rest of his game to flourish. At number 14, we have Eric Gordon of the Houston Rockets. Gordon is often a forgotten piece in Houston, but he's another player that can be trusted to go
he got
out
an ugly
and
jump
create
shot,
his
man.
own
Look at
shot
that. That
at a
thing was
high level
ugly.
and take defenders off the dribble. Plus, when he heats up from 3, he makes everyone else around him better, making his running mate James Harden's job a lot
I
easier.
don't know how he gets that shot off so
At
often.
number 13, we have Marcus Morris of the New York
Dude, I'm
Knicks.
taking Winslow over Marcus
Morris had originally verbally committed to the Spurs this summer, but then backed out of that deal and went to New York almost inexplicably. He played very well for the Celtics last season, where he was one of their most reliable shooters and defensively brings toughness and grit. At number 12, we have TJ Warren of the Indiana Pacers. Warren is legitimately one of the most slept-on players in the league, mostly because he's been playing in Phoenix, and they're
a lot of
typically
injuries,
at
too.
the bottom of the standings
Never
and
helps him.
don't get much media attention unless it involves Devin Booker. Warren improved immensely as a three-point shooter last year, and now has a very solid all-around scoring ability. At number 11, we have Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic.
I'm getting confused with some of these rankings right here because, like, I've always considered Aaron Gordon a power forward. Like, maybe he'll play small forward next season, but I think of Aaron Gordon, I think of the starting 4. But maybe he's playing the 3 now. I don't really know, man. So, okay.
Gordon is a jack-of-all-trades wing player that plays good defense, is capable but not necessarily...
Like, I thought Jimmy
a
Butler
shooter,
was playing the 3
finishes
for
well at the
Miami, not
basket,
Justice Winslow.
and does well in transition because of his elite athleticism. Now, starting off the top
Tatum
10,
at number 10,
we have
okay,
Jayson
okay.
Tatum of the Boston Celtics.
Damn, we got 9
Tatum
above him
made
here.
a big splash in the
Celtic
NBA
fans gonna
world
love
as
that.
a rookie in the playoffs, but last year didn't exactly take the next step many were expecting. He's still a pretty good ISO scorer, but needs to work on shot selection and not forcing too much. At number 9, we have Brandon
Ingram
Ingram
at 9,
of the New Orleans
okay.
Pelicans.
It's getting juicy.
Every year, Ingram has shown improvement, and last
Here
year
we go.
he showed the confidence
The hell was
to
that
attack
move?
the basket hard and finish through contact much more often. Since the start of 2019,
Why is he grabbing that bitch-ass
he
pole?
averaged more than
Why
20
is he
points
doing
per
that?
game, and now in New Orleans, he should have even more freedom to play his game. At number 8, we have Bojan Bogdanovic of the Utah Jazz. When Oladipo went down with injury last year,
he was a
Bojan
good scorer.
stepped into the number 1 role and did a great job at keeping the team afloat. He scored an incredibly efficient 18
Dude, I'm
points
taking
per game
Ingram over
by
him.
shooting 50% from the field and 43% from 3, and he'll be key to the Jazz elevating to contender status this year. At number 7, we have DeMar DeRozan of the San Antonio Spurs. DeRozan's reputation took a hit
I'm glad he
last
did not,
year
like,
when the Raptors won a title the first season
DeRozan.
without him.
I'd rather have
but that
DeRozan
doesn't
be
mean
overrated
that
than
he
underrated.
still isn't a great shot scorer and shot creator. With DeJounte Murray returning next season and Derek White emerging, DeRozan will slide over to the small forward position instead of shooting guard, but his role probably won't change much. At number 6, we have Khris Middleton of the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton is Giannis's best running mate and a terrific shooter that provides spacing for the MVP to work.
So he has Giannis listed as a power forward, obviously, for this.
He made his first All-Star game last season
so we will not see Giannis in this
validating
video.
all of his hard work and production.
I did forget about that.
Now, starting off the top 5 of this list, we have Tobias Harris of the Philadelphia 76ers. Harris is a hyper-efficient scorer and shooter, making 49% of his shots and 40% of his threes, while putting up 20 points per game. He was legitimately worthy of being an All-Star while he was on the Clippers last year, and while he didn't quite look as comfortable with being the 4th option on the Sixers, he should be able to go back to playing his game now that Jimmy Butler is gone, and he'll be more heavily involved. At number 4, we have Klay Thompson.
Bro, Klay ain't gonna be playing next season. he might play a little bit, I guess, towards the end of the season, maybe.
Of the Golden State Warriors.
It feels so weird saying him as small
I realize
forward.
that Klay is naturally a shooting guard, but with the addition of D'Angelo Russell and the loss of Kevin Durant, that means that he's going to slide over to the small forward spot. He's one of the best shooters in NBA history, while also playing great defense against the opposing team's best players, and the Warriors will be counting down the days until he returns from injury. At number 3, we have Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets. If the Warriors had a healthy Durant in the finals last year,
we got LeBron and Kawhi. This
probably
will be number
would have
1.
been
Probably
different.
LeBron.
But now he's going to either miss most or all of next season. The top 3 players of this list also happen to be the best 3 players in the world in my opinion, and the injury pushes Durant down to number 3 for me.
That's understandable.
At number 2 on this list, we have
LeBron James no longer the best small forward in the NBA, guys. I love Kawhi Leonard, but LeBron last season on the damn Lakers, yes, they're not making the playoffs, but he literally had numbers better than his MVP years. So I still got LeBron as number 1.
James
I really
of
do,
the
guys.
Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron showed some signs of slowing down a bit last year, suffering a very rare injury, and when he came back from it, he was unable to lead the team to the postseason. However, with the longest offseason he's had in a long time, he's going to come back fresh.
Yeah, I know his
and
defense
ready to
went
run
down,
it
but
back. And with AD by his
everything
side,
else was still good.
he'll have big goals. And finally, at number 1 on this list of best starting small forwards, we have Kawhi Leonard of the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, I don't hate
Coming off
Kawhi
a
at like number
championship
1. It's
season and
understandable,
Finals
I
MVP
suppose.
with the Raptors, where he played incredibly all postseason long, Leonard established himself as the best player in the whole league, in my opinion. And with that being said,
okay, I mean, I did say like this list would be like the most controversial one. But if I'm being quite honest, like, I'm not, like, overly upset about anything. Like, there are definitely things I can nitpick right here, and given more time, like, could probably give better reasonings. But I would say, for the most part, you know, you might be able to flip around a few guys out there within 1, 2, or 3 spots. I still think LeBron's probably the best small forward. But, like, I'm not going to sit there and disrespect Kawhi Leonard because, like, Kawhi, I think you could definitely make a really good case for also. Probably even still Kevin Durant if you really want, if Kevin Durant was completely healthy and stuff. Giannis, of course, listed at the 4th spot. So I would say the only big gripe I have with the list is I did feel like a few of the guys were listed as out of position. Like, I do think Jimmy Butler is going to be playing the starting 3. While, like, Hero or Deion Wade is going to be at the 2. Just stuff like that, man. Or Aaron Gordon, I thought was going to be listed at the 4. But we'll see all about that, once the season actually starts, man. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. If you guys do want me to do power forwards next, drop a like on this video. And like I said, man, I will get that out to you as soon as possible.